that is what AIESEC is striving towards, and if your response is like, yeah, no. So have you heard of something called 2010 vision?
Yes!
Fantastic. So, to achieve that 2010 vision, you need a generation of people who do it. So it's not your choice whether you're part of it or not. It's, in a lot of ways, and as fluffy as that may sound, it is your destiny. So time chose you. So, you know, when I got in this job, it wasn't because I put my hand up saying that would be the right year to do it. I was just lucky that I got into it in this time. So that's what we have, which is we are the generation which will see AIESEC achieve and overachieve 2010. So the vision we set out 5 years back, this is the generation which is going to do it. And that's one message I give from continent to continent, whichever place I am in, that this is a generation which is going to do it. Now you decide what role you want to play in that. So you could also be one of those side actors or one of those people. We have 40,000 members. Few stand out, but we do have 40,000 members. And we will have 50,000 next year, and inshallah 100,000 in a couple of years. So we have a lot of people. You decide what role you play in that when you're part of a generation. As AIESECers, from what I know of is, no one likes to be just a part of a group. You stand out. You make a difference. And that's what makes us slightly different as young people. Because otherwise, what's really the difference? There are 1.2 billion people in the same age group around the world. 40,000 of them are in AIESEC. And now that's not the only differentiating factor. So Gen 2010 is essentially a concept of us coming together as a generation and realizing the mantle we have. And that is to make sure that we achieve 2010 vision, we overachieve it, and we set the organization up for something bigger, something greater. So, you know, when the next time a Gulf conference happens, in 2 years' time, they sit down here and talk about, so how do we make sure that 2,000 people are coming and experiencing our countries? How do we send out 5,000 young people from here to other countries? Why not? That's the level we think of. So, in the time when we are going towards that, there are 4 components of being part of the generation 2010. Who can tell me what those components are? So you are smart, you are savvy.
Sustainable.
You're open-minded.
Which generation is that? You're strong and you're fast. So those are the 4 components of being part of generation 2010. So at this conference, and that's why I wanted to play the video would have done a much better job than I do, because the video is about 3.5 minutes, and it's one of the most amazing videos I have seen of the 6,000 videos AIESEC has on YouTube. So we will try and show it at one point in time, but essentially the idea is that you are, as part of generation 2010, you're smart about how you do things. A lot of us continue to do things the way it was in the past, or we've just gotten in some kind of a system, or, you know, this is how it is, and generation after generation, it's just like, you know, even in MENA countries sometimes, it's just like, this is how it is. You know, we've been trying it for 2-3 years, this is how it is, kind of a thing. You're smart in how you do your work. So, you know, you value your own time. So if something's not giving you the required result you need, you evaluate whether you need to spend time in it or not. So you're smart about it. You're savvy. You try and connect with each other here. Because I don't know how many times it happens with you. As young people, as much as we might take it as a norm or as a common thing, there are not so many young people who get a chance to spend time with people from so many different countries. And the reason I know this is because one of the topics I keep on talking of, especially at external events, is about young people. So that's what I know about this, that a lot of young people will walk up to me who are not part of AIESEC and say, that is amazing. But sometimes in AIESEC, we might ourselves just forget that, you know, we are going through an incredible experience here. So you're savvy. You connect with each other. Try and live this experience. You're strong. So you look at challenges as opportunities. And you're fast because there is not so much time. We will not be young all the time. We are not going to be, as much as I've spent so much time, and I'm ancient in AIESEC now, but you don't spend so much time in AIESEC. Spend a little bit of time. That one chance you've got. You make a difference, people know you, they remember you, they talk about you. Otherwise, you've missed that chance, and that's it. It's done. So as simple as that. So 4 things, very, very simple, which are being smart, being savvy, being strong, and being fast. So as a commitment, between us. So just, it's between Indian style, you and I. It's between us. What I want us to do for this conference is make sure at every point in time, try and look for these elements. Try and see whether it is making you smarter than what you were, whether it is something which will help you do things in a faster way when you go back to your LC. What is it that you're doing here which is making you connect with each other better? Are you looking at your challenges with a different pair of eyes? Not looking at it in the same way of these are challenges and then saying, can't really do anything about it. And looking at it as more opportunities. So that's what we'll try and live through this conference, which is the concept of the Generation 2010. Hopefully, there will be a chance where we can play that video. And with that, we are at the end of our opening plenary for Gulf Conference. We are running a little bit late. We will cover up.